What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the Foxbody. Thank you guys for coming back and showing your support to my channel. I'm going to try and get a little bit done on the Foxbody today. Been having a lot of radiator issues. This radiator was brand new, and when I bought it, my nipple that connects to my overflow for the radiator ended up snapping. So since I don't have overflow for the radiator, it just kind of spits out everywhere all over the engine bay, and it turns the engine bay pretty ugly really fast. I haven't been pushing it too much. I've been just trying to cruise and enjoy it. Pretty much let the Fitech learn itself again. But I did go ahead and order a couple stuff. I ordered a brand new radiator. It's a 3-row aluminum radiator. It comes with dual electric fans already mounted with a fan shroud. So hopefully that ends up being a plus. I also ordered aluminum reservoir for the coolant. What else did I order? I ordered some coolant hoses. That way I can get heat going again in this car. Get the proper cooling hoses that I need. Because right now I kind of got some regular AutoZone hoses going on it to make it work. I ordered my Fitech fuel system kit. It's for the 600 horsepower setups. I don't plan on making more than that. I really don't plan on even hitting 600. With this stock motor, I'll be happy if I made 4, to be honest with you guys. But we'll see. We'll see. When it comes to dynoing it and getting it pretty much tuned properly, we'll see what kind of numbers this thing makes. Anything more than stock is happy for me. I wanted to show you guys the radiator that came in yesterday. Looks pretty nice, honestly. I think it beats, you know, that setup here that I have. This is pretty much all factory. Get rid of that, get rid of the fan, get this thing installed. We got to get some relays installed. That way the Fitech system can switch on and off the fans at the proper temperatures that I set it to. So yeah, guys, that's the radiator. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what we got for the fuel system. So here we have it. This is the box it came in. Fitech here. The diagram, pretty much Fitech there. We have the fuel pump. We have the post filter and the pre-filter. They gave me like 25 feet of hoses. If you see over here, we already have a filter. That's gonna go bye-bye, and this hose goes down to the feed of the hard line. All this is gonna get eliminated. We're gonna get this eliminated here. We don't need that. We don't need that filter there. It's kind of like a cheap filter. Get that out of the way, and we're gonna get the new stuff installed. For now, we're gonna get the new fuel pump installed here. Get the new bracket with it that it came with, and get the wire situated to the fuel pump, and that'll complete that part of it. I'll show you what this comes with. We have the bracket here that holds the fuel pump. It's got the little rubber grommets here. This is the fuel pump. I think it's bigger than the one I have in the car right now, for sure. And hopefully it's not as loud. We'll see how loud it is, but hopefully it really isn't that loud compared to the one I have in the car. It's pretty loud, gets kind of obnoxious. We got all the proper, you know, clamps and fittings and all that stuff for it. So we got everything we need. So let's go ahead and get started with this. We're just gonna get this stuff removed. We're gonna make a mess with some coolant, get that removed, and start mocking up the new stuff. Still haven't got my hoses in yet. I still need to go ahead and get the relays for the fans and wire it to the Fitech. So it's gonna take a little bit, and hopefully I can complete this video Tuesday or Wednesday and probably upload it probably Wednesday night. By then it should be hopefully completed. We can get this whole coolant system flushed again, because there's still a little bit of rust buildup, and it kind of changes the color of the brand new coolant. So I'm gonna hopefully try and get that all situated, get it cleaned up. But for today, we're gonna empty out this radiator. We're going to take the fuel system out that it has now and pretty much start getting ready to put the new stuff. And then another day we'll come back and complete it. the new radiator installed. Going to have to address this corner right here. The stock radiator is wider here, that's why this plate is wider. But she fits pretty good. It's pretty firm. It's not something you have to address right away, but that's it. You can see the mess the other radiator was making. It's nasty. That'll all get cleaned up. Alright guys, what's going on? Back here working on the Mustang. So I wanted to mention that I installed my fuel kit, started the car didn't seem to like it, wasn't running right. I'm not sure if that's because I still had my stock fuel pump inside the fuel tank and maybe it was restricting the new fuel pump some way, somehow. So right now I got the gas tank out. I went ahead, I ordered a 15-gallon sump tank, and what that is pretty much replaces my fuel tank now. Has 2 bungs on the bottom, 2 bungs on top. 2 bungs on the bottom can be if you want to run a single or a dual fuel pump setup. I'm running single, so I'll be using one of the bungs. And then there's 2 bungs on the top that'll feed the return. The one I got comes with a sending unit, which is nice because then I'll be able to have my fuel gauge working, everything working properly. I'll show you the fuel tank I got right here. So I went with that one. It's black. It's going to look sleek. It's going to stick right into my trunk. I have to pop my trunk every time now to pop my gas tank cover open to put gas in the car. It wasn't too bad for pricing. It comes with fittings. It comes with, hose. I already have hose, as you saw. So I'm just going to stick to that. So I noticed my Fitech didn't come with a fuel return bung, which turned out to be a pain in the butt. Honestly, I went everywhere to try to find one, couldn't find one. Went online, couldn't find one. I had to really message Fitech to find out what the thread pitch is to then go ahead and order one. And I didn't even order it through Fitech because they didn't have it. So I ended up going on a side vendor online, and I ordered it through them, and hopefully it should be here soon. I also ordered from that same site, I ordered a fuel gauge because I want to see my fuel pressure. So my phone had died when I was in the process of installing the fuel pump. So as you guys saw, phone died, stopped recording, but I kept working. I ran the fuel pump in the back, the very back of the car. They said to run it at least within 3 feet of the fuel tank. I did that, ran the lines, ran it to the front. With the whole fuel tank not working out for me, I ended up just taking it all back out and I rerouted it. It made more sense to me the way I have it now. I have it all on the driver's side of the car, line running from the Fitech down. I also moved the fittings around on the Fitech to where I want my feed and where I want my return. So I haven't ran my return side yet because I haven't got the fitting yet. When I get the fitting, then I'll start doing my return. But I'll show you guys that in a little bit of how I ran my feed line. It's not done yet. So right here, guys, we got the fuel pump. It used to be all the way in the back of the car, but I changed it and I rerouted it. So that's it. It's kind of resting on the rear end. That's not going to be like that. It's going to be up and away once I get my fuel tank. But that's it. I'll rewire everything. That ground's not going to be there anymore. And I just want to get, the proper size wire going to this fuel pump and get everything, the way it's supposed to be. But runs right about the bottom of the car, goes through there. And I'll show you the other side. Here's the top side. Runs right down, right next to the transmission. It is secured down there. I have a clamp holding the pre-filter. Since I'm rewiring my fuel pump anyways, and my sending unit and all that, I figured that I wasn't really liking the way I wired the Fitech from the beginning. I got wires all over the place. Even though it doesn't look like it, there's wires all over the place. They're not properly covered, and they're all different sizes. You know what I mean? I did it with what I had. So we're going to take a step back. We're going to disconnect all the wiring from the Fitech. We're going to rewire the whole Fitech system, rewire everything. I went ahead, I ordered an Msd Distributor. It's a Pro Billet distributor. It's pretty pricey, but I needed it because I want to run timing control with the Fitech. I found out that my Fitech system has a built-in 2-step, which is a huge plus because it saves me money from going ahead and ordering the Msd 6AL-2 box that I was telling you guys about. Not doing that. So I ended up just ordering the distributor with MSD coil pack. So we're going to be working with timing control. I'll do that in another video, because when I get my distributor, I'm going to have to pop the cap off, pop the rotor off, and lock it out, because it has a mechanical advance on it. And to make that work with my Fitech, I'd have to lock it out, because the Fitech is what's going to be doing all the timing, right? So, yeah, so I'm going to get that distributor in hopefully sometime this week. Hopefully, we'll see when that comes in, along with the fuel tank, along with my radiator hoses, which have yet to arrive. So either way, I'm on a waiting for parts. And so I just wanted to get a video out there of what I have done now. That way, you guys look forward to the upcoming videos. So the next videos where you'll see a little bit of timing control with the Fitech, you know, and doing all that stuff with the distributor. I'll explain that. I've watched many videos on other people and how they did it, so I'll be doing that. I have a little bit of a surprise for you guys. If you follow my Instagram, you've already seen what I've ordered, and I just haven't received it yet. But I went ahead and I ordered some new wheels. I got rid of the skinnies and the fatties, and I went with a different look. I want to go with more of a cleaner yet aggressive look. So I ordered these wheels. You guys will see right now. I think it's going to look good. The dimensions are 18 by 10.5 in the back, 18 by 9.5 in the front, 15 offset all the way around. Is it going to work? Not sure. It's going to be aggressive as hell. It's probably going to have some poke. And if I have to cut or fender roll, I'll make it happen. I wanted something mean. I wanted something nice. So I went with that style wheel. So I tried to look at different pictures and stuff, what people ran on their Mustangs. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there, but there's also a big group of guys who are, you know, scared to try new things. You know, they just hear the size. No, that's not going to work. That'll never fit. You have to do this. You have to do that. I might be one of those guys who's going to end up, you know, having to roll my fenders, which the rears are already rolled. And they might rub when I turn the steering wheel in the front. I really don't care. That doesn't bother me. I come from driving, you know, lowered Hondas. You know, mufflers, exhaust, scraping the floor, everything for my Hondas, guys. You guys know. I've had lowered cars. That don't bother me. You know what I mean? What bothers me is the poke. I just don't want it to poke too much. We'll see. But we'll see. We'll just see. We'll see what they look like when I get them. Test fit them on, put the tires on, and we'll make a whole video about just the wheels. Okay? Just the wheels, getting them mounted at the shop, to balancing, to bringing them here, test fitting them on the car, etc., etc. I'll save that for another video. Hope you guys are staying tuned, because, you know, I pretty much have everything I wanted to ordered for this car. You know, I didn't have timing control. I will have timing control. I wanted two-step. I didn't have two-step. I want two-step. So two-step will be involved. You know, rewiring my Fitech. My wiring is ugly right now. Sorry about that, but I worked with what I have. It's going to get changed. You know what I mean? I'm just going to continue to pick and nick at things that I don't like, that I did in the past, and make it better. You know? I also went ahead and chopped my exhaust. Remember how I, in the last video you guys seen, I ran my mufflers and all that? Car passed inspection. We got a sticker. We're good. I went ahead and chopped the exhaust right at the downpipe where the V-band is. And I got it going at an angle outside on the passenger side, kind of. And that's where it ends. So, car's sounds good again. It's a little louder and not as restricted. So I could feel when I was driving it, it was restricted pretty good. If you look here, we have the hose. Hose comes down, runs through the front, down there. And my catch can is right here. There she is. That's my catch can. And I'm sorry for these crazy motorcycle heads revving their engines at the wrong time. I was one of those guys. Anyways, hope they drive safe. But yeah, that's my catch can setup already. It's tucked away. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want it in the engine bay. Although it is nice and pretty, I didn't want it in the engine bay. So that's nice and tucked away. Hose. So pretty much the radiator is all set. I'm gonna rewire everything and get it all situated. So yeah, hope you guys are excited as I am. Sorry this video was a little bit quick, like I said, but yeah, stay tuned guys, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace. Look at this thing. Me and my uncle wrapped this. He ended up having to open it back up and fix one of the poles. So, but that was when we first did it anyways. So ever since then, this boat has just been sitting here, and this cover is still pretty tight, you know what I mean? So held up pretty good. Let's go ahead and get a slice in it and start opening her up. Hopefully I'm not making a mistake doing it at this time of the year. Like I said, we've been having some close to 70 degree weather, you know what I mean? So I'm just about ready to take this thing on the water. Let's peek in. Any animals? No. I don't smell mold or anything like that. Jeez. I didn't really clean this boat before I put it away, but it's still in the same shape. I miss this thing. Oh, there you have it. That's what was structurally holding this thing up right here. And it worked great. Once we got the wrap over the top of the boat, we put a line going all the way around the boat. Then we heated it up, wrapped it over. That's pretty much how it held together. And then we shrunk it with the heat. And that's how it was done. But I am excited. My battery is reading 12 volts, 12.7 to be exact. So I think if I really wanted to, I could turn this thing on right now. So might actually go ahead and do that. Let's see what she does.